Shalom, brothers. Barakatah Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Barakatah Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. The water Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. This is Apostle Rakar. Hold on, bear with me 1 second. Let me see if I can tune up this screen a little bit. Yeah, much better. Yeah, much better. And sometimes, the screen gets a little far, different particles and stuff get on the screen and look all blurry. I want this to be clear. Shalom. This is Apostle Rakar once again. As I told you, brothers, this is shalom to all you brothers, sincere brothers. And when we say that, we mean it. We all like our greetings and our salutations and our blessings are only to the brothers that are sincere. Because you got a lot of scoffers out here. Fuck the goddamn scoffers, man. You scoffers, y'all have a short career. The career of a scoffer is a short career. Y'all see, you brothers, these scoffers, they be coming up here. They come up here, and some of them have endured for years. I mean, we had niggas that have been scoffing us for 20 years. It's cool, but we know at some point they always run out of steam, man. And then a whole new generation of scoffers. And sometimes they disappear altogether. And then for like another couple of years, you don't see no scoffers, but then there's always one or two that pop back up. You want to know why? Because them prophecies are taking place. See, because like the scriptures say, Yahweh Shai always says, right? If it's founded upon a rock, Yahweh Shai is the rock. If you're founded upon the rock, your foundation ain't gonna be broken. See, a lot of these wicked, evil niggas, they don't have no true foundation. They're on sand, man. Like Jimi Hendrix said. Jimi Hendrix said, castles made of sand melts into the sea. Eventually. That's an old Jimi Hendrix song. It's true. Because you can go to the beach and you can build a nice sand castle. These GMO babies might not know about that. That's something when I was growing up was a big thing. Even before my time, you was a kid, your parents take you to the beach. You go to the beach, you swim in the water, you have fun, you have a picnic out there, your mother or whatever makes sandwiches or, bring food out there, lemonade, drinks, y'all on the beach with the blanket, you put the blankets out, the family out at the beach, the kids, your mother, father go swim. If y'all know how to swim, you go swim, play in the water, but then you play in the sand. The fun part about the beach for me as a kid was playing in the sand. You go more toward the water, like the more wet part of the sand, because that you can make sand castles. From my generation and before me, like white people, black people, Spanish, no matter what race you was, everybody knows about that from back in my generation, and right? But you might build a nice sand castle, right? You had your little buckets and the shovels, a little handheld. And that was fun. You just make a sand castle. And I've seen some people make elaborate sand castles. When I was a kid growing up, and I'm from Florida, so I'm from beach country. Anyways, it'll be there, look nice, but as that tide starts coming in your sand castle, it might last for like a day or two, a couple of days. But sometimes the tide is low. If you've ever been on the beach or grew up around the beach, but then sometimes, especially at night when the tide comes in high, it'll come up further. So eventually that sand castle, it might last for a while, but eventually the ocean claims it. The tide comes in and it disintegrates that sand castle. So which we know that's America. That's Esau's rulership. That's it. This devil was given the time to rule, but it's a castle made in sand. So just like all the people that work for Esau, even if you're an Israelite, you scoffers and all you people that sold out to these Edomites, you took the bag, all that shit, and that's really the 2/3 of Israel. And all you dumb, stupid niggas that fed into all the hype. Case in point, right? Y'all know I watch videos every day. Anton Daniels, right? Fuck him. That nigga, he's another one. That represents him too. He's in a castle made of sand. Because he really believes in America, or so he says. He so-called really believes in the American system and, the democratic. Well, when I say democratic, because he's a so-called conservative, he's down with like Donald Trump and all that, and that's cool. And he makes a lot of good points, though. He does make a lot of good points. But fuck him. The Lord got his number. The Lord don't forget. No, but he came against us. He came against the Israelites. He came against the truth. Anton Daniels. He got money, he's a so-called millionaire. He got a couple of $1 million and a few $1 million in the bank. He doing fine for himself and his family. More power to him for now. And I'm pretty damn sure most of his talking points, him, Cooley, No Fugazi, even Kevin Sims, all these red pill dudes, the manosphere dudes, a lot of y'all know damn well in your hearts and your minds, y'all got a lot of y'all talking points from watching us, from watching the Israelite brothers. You see, but that's okay. And then y'all turn around and instead of giving props and saying, well, you know what, in our heart, but that's respectful. Say, well, look, we don't really follow their doctrine. We, hey, we don't really truly, we don't fully believe in everything them Israelite brothers are saying, but them brothers are really the ones that motivated us to do what we doing because we don't really truly believe in their doctrine per se, but them brothers, they on point. They got a lot of valid points, and that's what we got a lot of our talking points from. You understand what I'm saying? Them dudes ain't gonna say that. They gonna call themselves, they gonna scoff us and become, so fuck them too. But I still fuck with their videos because I just like to watch it. I like the fact that you got, because us, we out here, we the main guys. But the people ain't, people don't listen to us. That's some bugged out black Israelite guys. Fuck that, they bums, go get a job. That's what they tell us. But most of these niggas ain't got jobs. But the main people saying that is the black woman, and you got all these black women on the streets now, being on phenomenal rates. Big Shirley and Keisha, they on the streets with their kids. Some of them are getting kicked out of shelters because they're too ratchet. Now, if you get kicked out of a homeless shelter with your kids, but then you still doubling down, that's bad. But that's the spirit, so you could thank your mamas and grandmamas. Like case in point, I was watching an Anton Daniels video earlier, and he was doing a video, and of course, niggas, man, you niggas in these phones, what are y'all gonna do when the white man cut these phones off? They're gonna still be, the black woman still gonna be holding on to the phone. Like to them, that phone is like a genie in the bottle. Like they really believe the phone is gonna save them. When any form of danger or some shit come down, the black woman, they be holding the phone. Like the phone is gonna deliver them from the situation they're in. But that proof they trust in, that's funny. They claim to hate white people so much, but you trust in the white man's technology. You niggas didn't create that, the white man created that. These cell phones and this technology, right? He did a video where, I don't know, it was one of them, it was like one of them so-called fast food establishments. It could have been in the mall. I watched the video. And basically, Anton Daniels was doing the commentary. Some nigger woman, bonnet crew nigger woman, we didn't really get to see her. So we don't know if she was a big Shirley or a skinny black bitch, Keisha. We don't know. Scat Keisha, whatever. It was a ratchet black woman who thought she was intelligent. And her son was a pookie with dreadlocks. He went to go apply for this job, and it was an Edomite chick that was the manager there. One of them, some kind of restaurant, one of them so-called, in particular, fast food restaurants. He went by himself to apply for the job. He was 16, a young black kid, little typical pookie. He had the dreadlocks hanging over his face, right? No, brother, they gotta have them dreadlocks, them dreads, man, right? That's a cultural statement. That's blackness. And the not the black woman, it was the Edomite chick. She pretty much told him, no, I'm not gonna, because he came to the job interview looking unpresentable. He rolled up there, he probably smelled like weed, probably had his pants hanging off his knees. He had dreadlocks, and she told him, no, she came straight. Work hair, you dealing with food, you can't have your hair out like that. He had the dreadlocks hanging, and maybe if you cut your hair and be presented, no, so she denied him the job. This little motherfucker, this little faggot GMO baby, he runs home to his big Shirley or Keisha mother and complains. And then she comes back. Yo, come on, you already know. Black woman. With that cell phone, the Savior cell phone, and she's recording the Edomite chick manager and she's arguing with her about, oh, and the lady was nice. She was explaining to her, listen, I told your son his hair is impresentable for this job. You're working with food. We can't. Your hair falling. We can't have that. You got to. And he's yo, you racist. You racist. You're racist. The black woman, racist. When the black woman is the most racist person on the planet, right? So they going back and forth, and the Edomite chick, I don't know why she was even arguing with this bitch. As soon as she came up, and that's how we got it, because the black bitch was recording the whole. Like, yo, they really think that all that does is fuel other stupid niggas, but it's not changing nothing. It's not helping your cause. You can pull out your phone and record all you want. All it's gonna be is on World Star Hip Hop or stupid TikTok and shit, but doing all that dumb shit, going up there crashing out for your son who you taught to be like a bitch, right? That's not gonna get him the job. Matter of fact, that's gonna keep him from getting jobs. See, but like Anton Daniels is saying, she was feminine. That's why these little black niggas are feminine. Because as soon as these little niggas are taught, if something don't go your way, crash out. Go get mommy. Call mommy. Like, and so these little GMO pookie niggas, they really think mommy gonna come and, I'll call my mama. And the women are the same. I'm gonna call my mama. When they get pulled over by the cops and they call my mama. Like, only thing gonna happen, I've seen it. They got it all. Mama end up getting her ass arrested. You see what I mean? So like that's the culture. That's why I gotta go back. And once again, now there's another video, right? And the reason I'm gonna go into this, right? Like I said, these black women feminize these young men. So these niggas, they react just like how their mommy would react. Just like how their mother would react. You see what I'm saying? No, because there's no men around. They don't got fathers. These black bitches just fucking different dudes producing these babies so they can get a paycheck. But Trump is taking care of that. That's getting cut. But now there was another video. We know the incident with that dude. I forget the names. These young Jake stole a car. The cops are chasing him, and one of the little niggas got shot by the cops, right? We know about that. I forgot the Jake's name. And so the other Jake, he was angry that his son got killed by the cop. So he was driving. Y'all brothers would know the names. He saw a random cop, some other cop who had nothing to do with that situation with his son, directing traffic. And he decided he was just gonna go kill him a cop. So he went and ran over the cop. Okay, fine. I don't shed no tears for that cop. You Edomite cop, fuck him. I'm just being honest. I'm not saying what that Jake did was right, it was wrong. Because Yahweh Shah said, wait thee upon me till I rise up to the prey. So you ain't supposed to be going out here I'm gonna just go kill white people. No, so he was going off. The Jake was wrong. He was going off. That's why his ass gonna sit in jail till Yahweh Shah come back. And he ain't gonna be delivered because he ain't no man of the Lord, right? And then he went, they had him in the trial or whatever, and he was ice gritting. All the cops are looking at him like they wanted to kill his black ass. And he's standing bold, and all you dumb niggas are cheering him on, right? But you niggas wouldn't have to, all the niggas that are cheering him on, you black men and you black women that was cheering this dumb nigga on, y'all wouldn't have the balls to do what he did. So that's what people, cheerleaders. It's easy to stand on the internet, social media, and cheerlead. Fuck that, right? We tired of you white people buzzing with us. That's right. That brother stood on business. But you wouldn't. Okay, nigga, you go out and kill cops, right? No, they ain't gonna do that. Y'all go out and do it. Do what he did. Y'all ain't got the balls he got, right? Which the spirit that was on him was a demonic spirit, but that's his judgment. So basically, you had this other nigga, right? It wasn't Anton Daniels. It was another one of them influencer dudes. I fuck with him. I don't know his name. This light-skinned Jake with like a little curly afro. But I like to watch his videos too. He be getting down. He be making solid points. This nigga got up on there, right, about that incident with the Jake that ran over the cop because the cops killed his son. He got up on the internet, right? And this dude worked for, oh my goodness. See, I don't want to, I believe Cadillac. I believe he worked for He had a good job. Pretty much maybe in the service department, whatever he was doing. He had a good job. He said he was making $35 an hour, this other jig. But he got up there and he went on, see, social media, this social media getting a lot of y'all in trouble. And he pretty much went up there on his Huey Newton, Fred Hampton, Black Panther shit, right? Just talking shit, looking silly as all hell. He had a shirt on and off one, looking like a typical simple-minded nigga, light-skinned nigga, right? And he heard, yeah, that's right, but that brother did was right. You white people, we tired of you, man. Hey, brothers gonna start getting at you. We gonna start getting at you crackers, right? Yeah. And he puts it on TikTok, social media. Okay, you may, yeah, strong, but I'm standing for the cause, nigga, I'm down. Right? He did it. He did it. The video went up, it went viral. Yeah, black people will tune in and the comment boards, niggas will back you up. Yeah, brother, that's right. Yeah, we tired of these crap. But guess what? His job got a hold of the video. It went viral. And you know what happened? They end up firing that nigga. They got rid of him. Because they said, nah, man, this is not something indicative of what we, one of our employees on social media cheering on the fact that somebody murdered, like in other words, you're condoning the murder of police officers. That's not the type of person we want promoting our company. So the nigga got fired. He lost his job. You see, he lost his job. Then he came back on there and said, yeah, man, that's right, man. Yeah, they fucked, Cadillac fucked up, man. They fired me. Yo, man, that's fucked up. And he did like 2 or 3 more videos, and then finally his spirit got broken down. He did another video after that saying, begging for money. He started a GoFundMe, right? At first he was Huey Newton, right? But he started a GoFundMe. Said, yo, man, if 1,000 people see this, even if you get $1, but nigga, you lost your job. He said, yo, I was making $35. I'm a single father. He got a daughter. You should have thought about that before you opened your fucking mouth, right? But then guess what? Niggas didn't give shit. Niggas didn't give him nothing. The niggas didn't give you, because niggas ain't shit. They don't care about you. Niggas are demons. They'll pump you up just as trouble. Niggas like trouble. But that all comes from the black woman. But this stupid nigga, he should have thought about it, but then he did the last video he did, he turned on Jake. He said, fuck you black people, y'all ain't, because Jake didn't send him no money. In Deuteronomy 28:50, every man's eye should be evil toward his neighbor, man. Niggas don't care about you. Yeah, when it's time to hype shit up, niggas will be there, yeah, do it. But then when the shit hit the fan, niggas is gonna turn, nah, nigga, I ain't got no money for you, nigga. So the Jake said, yeah, man, fuck that, you fucking black people. He said, you know what, fuck you niggas, man. You see a black man, I stood up for the cause. I stood up, I spoke out, and lost my job for the cause. He said, there ain't no real black unity. There ain't no real black unity, man. Fuck you niggas. You niggas deserve to be, he came out, niggas deserve to be second-class citizens. All because they didn't give him no money. But hey, there you go, my dude. You should have learned the lesson. You had a good little job. You had a daughter to take care of. You got to learn to keep your opinions to yourself. Dumbass nigga. Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. That's why we keep bringing out these same scriptures. My people are foolish. They have not known me. You niggas are under the queen of heaven. You niggas, you big grown-ass niggas, y'all act just like your black mamas that raised you. No filter, no self-control. Just act on whatever you want to do. See what I mean? Elder Yashawamba had made a statement to brothers out here in Dallas. He had said it. He said, yo, man, he had told these brothers, some of the young brothers, Elder Yashawamba made a statement. He said, look, man, sometimes you don't gotta always say everything that you're thinking. Sometimes you gotta have the discipline to hold it in. Keep your thoughts to yourself. And I was sitting right next to him when he said it to the brothers. Sometimes brothers can't always say everything that they thinking, man. You dig what I'm saying? So let that be a lesson for you brothers in this truth. Sometimes, man, you might be angry, but you gotta learn how to control your emotions. Sometimes even with your woman, man, your woman might be saying, and sometimes just hold that shit and let the silence speak, even with your woman. Don't always say everything you're thinking, man. Learn to keep things to yourself. Use wisdom. The scriptures talk about that, man. You see what I'm saying? A man of the scriptures say that a man of few words is wise. See? So this other dumb nigga, he lost his job. He might end up on the streets with his kid, right? But all because he couldn't control his emotions. But then it goes back to the situation with the video Anton Daniels did with the reason these black men are the way they are, these Israelite men, because the mama, the black woman, she's the bonnet crew. That's why you so-called black men are destroyed. You see? Y'all gotta start looking at these black women sideways. And there's a small contingency of y'all that are doing that. A small contingency. That's why now it's all, hey, you seeing a lot of so-called black men dealing with white women, dealing with the Hispanic women of the other day. They walking away. No, it's to a point. It's real. It's real. It's not just something else. It's real. You see it. I go out the front door. You see it. Because Jake, the Most High, is tweaking these Jake spirit that this black woman is the enemy. They're here to destroy you. That's the ultimate weapon, man. But the overall lesson of this video, I'm going to wrap it up, is learn to control your spirit. The scriptures say a man that controlleth his spirit is mightier than a man that taketh down cities, man. See? So you got to come out of this queen of heaven effeminate vibration that Esau is using these black women to put on you jakes, man. All right? But with that, I pray I made a point. Okay? Hope the video was edifying. I say shalom.